Johnny here for Johnny's Car Care and Reviews. So what I'm going to be covering today is ways to get your Bronco sooner, because I've been seeing what has been getting accepted for Bronco orders at the dealership, and really surprising has been actually what has been picked and what has not been picked, and it tells us a lot about what's really going on. And because we have had one just recently with a March order, no reservation, that got picked, and it had the Lux package and it had the hitch, but it had a few things that I believe are the reason why it got pushed forward. It got pushed ahead of the line, we could say. So I'm going to be talking about that. I'm going to be talking about what you can really do to get your Bronco sooner. I believe it now. I've seen it with my own eyes. There's now 4 Broncos that have been accepted at my local dealership, and I'll tell you exactly what they are and what this means for all of us. And really, I want to ask the question: should you switch your 2.7 liter EcoBoost, the 6-cylinder, which makes up about 70% of orders out there? Should you switch it to a 2.3 liter? Why not? I want to cover all of that, all the benefits, and the benefits go beyond just cost when it comes to the 2.3 liter. So, it comes down to one simple issue with everything with getting your Bronco sooner. The biggest issue from what I can see is that Webasto can apparently only make 40 hardtops a day at the moment. Now, I would think that Ford will hopefully resolve this by either outsourcing to 1, 2, or even 3 other companies, or that Webasto will solve this on their own within a few months. Hopefully this is only related to everything that's been going on in regards to the world of health. Hopefully they'll get this fixed, but for now, I can definitely tell you that I can definitely see it's an issue. So let me tell you about the four Bronco orders that have been accepted and given serial numbers. All 4 are 2.3 liters. Now, 3 of them are day 1 or day 2 reservations. So real early on. What's surprising is the 4th one. It jumped way ahead of the line, and I'm going to tell you exactly what it consists of, because I'm shocked. I'm shocked because what we've been told is that the Lux package causes problems and that the hitch causes problems. Well, guess what? This 2.3 liter. 2.3 liter, let me see here. I have it right down in my notes exactly what it is. It's a 2.3 liter. It's a 4-door, and it has a soft top. It's an automatic. It's Lux package with a hitch. So the hitch is supposed to cause issues, but it jumped ahead of the line anyways. Lux package, I thought, from what we were reading, would cause issues. Doesn't seem to be an issue. What I can tell you, and what's a little bit confusing, is that it has both the soft top, because it's a 4-door, and they didn't take the molded in color top, which Webasto can only make a few a day from what it seems. And it's a 2.3 liter automatic. So did it get pushed forward only because of the top, it being a soft top? Or did it also get pushed forward because it's a 2.3 liter? Well, the 2.7 liter, it has been suggested by Bronco Nation that you can change your order to help it get it sooner. They did recommend taking off the 2.7 liter. But would you really want to do that? What are the benefits? Well, the only real benefit is getting your Bronco sooner and saving money, because the 2.7 liter forces you the automatic transmission. So if you do want a great off-roader, the 2.3 liter with manual transmission has the best crawl ratio of 94.75 to 1. It's got the best crawl ratio. So it is definitely an option. It is a fail-safe manner of getting your Bronco sooner. Throw on the soft top and take a 2.7 liter manual. However, let's go through really what that means. What's going to be going on when you do with that? Well, first of all, there's the whole miles per gallon. And gosh, I really hope that people don't get worked up about this and focus too much on this, because it's 2 miles per gallon difference, city and highway. Do you really know what 2 miles per gallon is worth? I feel not that much, because on a yearly basis, based on 15,000 miles, 2 miles per gallon will cost you $167 US. So let me repeat that. 2 miles per gallon, $167 if you do 15,000 miles in the year. For, for that kind of money, not even $16 a month, about $12, $13 a month, are you really going to go down to the 2.3 liter? So, it's to keep in mind, but the 2.3 liter, I'd argue, is a great engine. It's got whether you go with the 6-cylinder or the 4-cylinder, you've got the same pistons. Obviously the size is different, but you've got the same pistons. You have the same connecting rods. They're forged steel in both motors. The crankshaft is the same, forged steel in both motors. The ignition is the same. They're coil on plug for both motors. Your induction, in both cases are, it's a twin scroll turbocharger with electrically actuated wastegate. And actually the induction on the 6-cylinder, the 2.7, is dual mono scroll turbochargers with electrically actuated wastegate. I don't see there being any, big differences there. Now, obviously the horsepower is what stands out. The 4-cylinder is now been kicked up to 300 horsepower instead of 275. Did Ford do this to help convince us to get the 2.3 liter so we could get our Broncos sooner? Well, it would be a smart move. If you're having trouble getting all, over 70% of people basically asked for a 2.7 liter, maybe they're hoping to convert 20 or 25%. Maybe that would resolve things for everyone, because the 2.7 liter is getting 330 horsepower, 30 horsepower difference, not a big one. But the torque, 325 pound-feet of torque for the 4-cylinder, the 2.3 liter, versus the 2.7 liter 6-cylinder twin turbo. Keep that in mind, 1 turbo versus 2 turbos, has 415 pound-feet of torque. Now, all these numbers are based on premium fuel, but keep in mind you do not need to run your Bronco on premium fuel. It'll run just fine on regular unleaded. However, here's the issue. If you currently have a 2.7 liter EcoBoost 6-cylinder with a 10-speed automatic, it's gonna cost you more. And I'm thinking, hey, do I switch down to a 2.3 liter manual? Here's what I'm gonna lose. Here's the real issue. Horsepower, not an issue. Miles per gallon, I couldn't care less. It's 167 a year. And I don't even do that much miles. I don't do 15,000 miles in a year. I'll barely even do 10. So, trail control, trail turn assist, that's when your back wheel, one of your back wheels, the interior one, locks so that you can, turn better, almost on the spot. And trail one pedal driving are all standard on, guess what? The trail control is standard on Broncos with a 10-speed automatic. The trail turn assist is standard on all Bronco series with 10-speed automatic. And here's the kicker, the trail one pedal drive, which will be awesome for off-roading. Off-road like a pro right from the beginning, standard on 2.7 liter EcoBoost with the 10-speed transmission. So there's the dilemma. So why am I covering all this again? I'm covering all this because an order from early to mid-March, I think the date was actually, it was either the 13th or the 15th of March that the order was placed, had no previous reservation. So person came in, I saw it with my own eyes, shopped and bought a Bronco, did not have a reservation, has been kicked ahead of the line because definitely, without a doubt, the soft top, because all the other 3 orders, which were all day 1 or day 2 reservations, they also all have the soft top, actually, except for one that has the hard top. But of course, if the company's making 40 hard tops a day, some of those are definitely going to go out to the day 1, day 2, week 1 people. Here's the issue. For people that reserved 2, 3, 4 months later, myself, my reservation was I believe it was the 12th of February. I'm going to start seeing people, I already have, jump ahead of me definitely because of the soft top. I'm just throwing it out there. If you want to definitely get your Bronco sooner, maybe jump ahead of people, or maybe not have people jump ahead of you, depending where you are on a dealer's list of allotments. So if a dealer, let's say, has 25 for the year, and you're number 30, can you jump into the list of getting built this year? Yeah, quite possibly. Can you also, if you're number 20 out of 25, get pushed back? Yeah, probably also quite possibly, definitely quite possibly. And it boils down to definitely taking a soft top will help you out. And then you got to consider, do you take the 2.3 liter either with a 10-speed automatic, or really you'd go with the big cost savings and just drop it to a manual, so you can have a whole lot of torque with an amazing, the best crawl ratio. And of course, if you all are going to go off-roading, please consider getting the Bilstein shocks that come with Wild Track or Badlands, because those are really going to be helping you out when you're off-roading. And I just want to mention the build date for that March 15th purchase order with no reservation. It's scheduled to be built the 28th of July. So yeah, they're getting it pretty darn soon. So once again, that's a soft top 2.3 liter automatic 4-door with hitch. So I don't see the hitch really causing any problems here. And anyways, if you're worried about the hitch causing problems because of the news that went out a couple weeks ago, just take the hitch off. I've looked into it from everything I can tell with going and looking at the parts department. The engine coolant and transmission coolant should come with the Bronco, whether you ordered it with a hitch or not. So that means if you put an aftermarket hitch, as long as you get a hitch that's strong enough, thick enough metal, you're going to be fine for pulling the give or take 3,000 pounds. So great news there. Take it off if you want, but this one has the hitch and it has the Lux package. So I don't see the Lux package causing a ton of issues. Now, the 2.7 liter, I can believe that it could cause issues because it is 70% of what people have ordered. But here's the kicker. Ford's going to be making less F-150s this year, so why wouldn't there be leftover engines? It's a 2.7 liter, whether it goes into an F-150 or a Bronco, unless the engine's already been built, stamped, and planned to be put in a vehicle, they should just be able to, some of that lost production of trucks, use those motors, throw it into the Bronco. So I think that's a problem that's going to partially resolve itself. And, here's another thing. About 25% of people have ordered 2-door Broncos, 25%, thus hardtop. So the top, I've been saying throughout the video, is definitely an issue, and that makes perfect sense. 40 hardtops a day being built is up, give or take, 1,200 per month. If 25% have ordered 2-doors, well, there's about 120,000 reservations. Well, it was 190, then it got cut down to about 120. So 25% of 120 is more than 30,000, with 30,000 hardtops definitely being built because all 2-doors are hardtops. So you've got at least 30,000 just hardtops needing to be built just from the 2-door orders. And then you've got those 4-door orders who have, ordered the optional molded in color top. So with, I do the simple math, even if the Webasto factory would double or triple how many they're making in a day, so going from 1,200 to 2,400, or even an extra 36, even at 3,600, it would take, even if they triple, it would take 10 months to be able to get this done in. So even if they triple, some people would be getting pushed into 2022, and I don't see how they're going to triple production. Maybe double, but I haven't heard anything yet. And if you've heard of them being able to kick it up, or that they've declared that by a certain date or month that they'll be able to kick up their production, please let us know in the comments. Help us all out. This is, the point of this channel is that I want to create a channel that is about community, where, we encourage each other, we help each other out, because no one can have all the answers, but together we have a decent chance So, I hope this has been helpful. I'm just gonna, at the other video I did the other day, I talked about how the block on the 2.7 liter is compacted graphite iron, and that's like a 6.7 liter Power Stroke, the big diesel engine, and that a block built of that material is, unbreakable. And I do believe that the 2.7 liter, what it can handle is endless amounts of power without ever having to worry about a cracked block. But you know what? Cast aluminum is pretty darn good too. The 2.3 liter, I'm not going to give up. It is a very good engine, but I do prefer that the 2.7 liter has both direct injection and port injection, because port injection is what cleans up and cleans out the carbon buildup that is caused by direct injection, which has been an issue when Ford has built engines that are only direct injection. Now the 2.3 liter, of course, it can also handle extra power. We've seen it, even right from the factory with the Focus RS with 350 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque. We can definitely kick that up quite a bit without having to do any major modifications, but the 2.7 liter remains stronger. It will have better sound. So, no matter what you do, let me know if you're going to be switching. I'm thinking I'm not going to switch engines, but definitely thinking from what I'm seeing and the numbers that Webasto has been giving out, unless there's a news announcement this weekend, Monday or Tuesday, I think come Tuesday afternoon, I'll be switching to a soft top. So let me know, drop it in the comments that we can all hear about it. And until next time, I wish you all more cars and more power. I gotta go sell my truck because that's one of the steps to preparing for my Bronco arrival. And I just saw my test drive clients from my personal truck drive by, so I gotta go take care of that. So more cars, more power, and please help the channel out, help me out, like and subscribe. Have a great day.